What is up, people on the internet? JQL here, back with another video, and in today's video, I have another custom Lego video with my anime figures. Yeah, I know, it's been a while. I haven't posted in 3 months. Yeah, just been busy with school, and a lot of things have happened. YouTube has really been kind of not a priority for me. It's not like I'm not a full-time YouTuber or anything. I've never really thought of it as a priority. I just make videos so that way I can, show off my customs to you guys. So that way, hopefully, either you get inspired, you want to make your own, or whatnot. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my little thing about YouTube. But anyway, yeah, today's video, I have another anime custom video, with, Asta, Hinata, and Naruto. Then we have Belle and Escanor, all from different animes. I'll tell you which anime they're each from in their different segments. So yeah, I guess it's kind of like a bigger video than my last anime figure. Last time it was just 2 figures, but anyway, I've made a lot of customs since my last video, so yeah. Anyway, let's just get started with this video. Alright, we're gonna start off with Hinata Shoyo from Haikyuu, or Haikyuu, whatever you want to call it. I've heard people say Haikyuu, but I just call it Haikyuu because there's a Y in the name, so I just kind of go with it. Anyway, so Hinata, pretty simple figure. I just basically made his uniform in Lego, so you can see the torso, pretty simple. I just painted it black and then painted out the details. I think it's kanji? No. The Japanese character, whatever it is, it's not the entire character. I only painted one character on there, so yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. But I did paint the 10, and I did paint the ICS, whatever that means. And I also painted the sides orange, and then I sealed it using super glue. If you don't know what super glue I use, I just, use liquid super glue, this kind, to seal it. And yeah, so the arms are painted, only the sleeves are. And I gave him this volleyball, which is made out of the same orb piece, not exactly the orb from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 sets. I just grabbed that, painted it in blue and yellow, and then, yeah, the back is very simple. And then the legs they're not shortened legs because, I was only making Hinata because he's my favorite character. So I decided to just keep him normal figure length. Is that the right term? I don't know. But yeah, the legs are pretty simple. Well, I mean, there's probably the most complex paint-wise because there's a lot of detail on there. So yeah, the face fully painted. Pretty happy with how it turned out. And then I do have an alternate face where he's just smiling because, well, I didn't know what to do for the alternate face. So I asked my sister, because we both watch Haikyuu, and she was like, just do this face. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And the hair is fully sculpted out of Procreate. If you don't know what Procreate is a sculpting putty. It's just the black part and the white part, and then you mix it together to create gray, and then you shape it however you want, and then it dries within 24 hours. So that's kind of how it works. So the hair piece was a pain to do. It's not entirely accurate. It's not my best hair piece I've ever sculpted, but for the most part it works. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how Hinata turned out. So let me know if, in the comments down below if you like this figure and if you want to see more Haikyuu customs, because I would totally be down to make Kageyama, but I don't know about anyone else because I don't know. That'd be way too repetitive. So anyway, and we could just move on to the next figure. And the next custom is Belle Crandall, I don't really know, from Danmachi, or is it Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Now, originally, I don't know why I watched this. I saw it on Netflix, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting-ish, so I thought I'd just watch it, and I actually liked it a lot more than I thought, and I honestly wasn't planning on making a custom from it, because, it was good, but, I didn't feel like making a custom of it, because, it's not my favorite anime or anything, so then I saw him in this outfit with his light armor, and I actually really like his design, so I was like, hey, that's a cool design. I just feel like making him in Lego, so let's do it. And I did it, and he turned out pretty alright, in my opinion. So, anyway, the armor's, again, sculpted out of Procreate. I just sculpted the shoulder pads, and then I sculpted the torso and his neck little armor thing that he has there. Sculpted on his backpack, you can see there. The elbow pads are sculpted. His vambrace is sculpted on this side and this side. This is like the special vambrace or whatever. It's also removable. I fully sculpted it. There's not a single part of it that is a brick forge vambrace. If I can remove it. There we go. It is removable, and yeah, I don't know why I had made it removable, considering, it doesn't really matter, but I just did it anyway. So yeah, anyway, putting that back on. The straps, I know I'm lazy. I didn't feel like making them 3D, so I just kind of painted it onto the torso and part of the legs you can see there, and there's part of the armor you can see there. There's a pouch on his leg. The boots are painted, and also he does have his knife in the back, and I made a actual holster. I've never made a knife holster. I made sword holsters, but not knife. So I just gave him a standard Brick Arms combat knife. I would have actually made his knife more accurate, but, you know, it's just kind of... I didn't feel like it, so yeah. The face is also fully painted, and the hairpiece is fully sculpted. When I mean fully sculpted, I mean literally fully sculpted. I sculpted it from scratch, and then you can see I gave him a alternate expression where he's screaming, and yeah, I'm not gonna bother turning the heads. The head's kind of stiff on there, so yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Belle. I think it turned out pretty great. And, oh yeah, I know the holster isn't on his back anymore, but, yeah, there's no way I'm going to fit the knife inside his vambrace. So, anyway, that's pretty much it for this custom, and let's move on to the next one. Alright, here is Naruto in his Sage Mode. Now, I know he doesn't really use the Sage Mode, or this Sage Mode anymore, but I just thought I'd make it anyway, because I rewatched the fight against Pain, and I was like, okay, I'll just make that. So, yeah, yeah, where to start? The hairpiece is fully sculpted, and like my other hairpieces, I mean literally fully sculpted. It's completely sculpted from scratch. It's not the best hairpiece ever, but, you know, for the most part it works. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And yeah, the face is also fully painted, where he has his Sage Mode eyes, and I did paint an alternative facial expression with his just normal look right there, and that's what he looks like. In normal mode, I do have a separate pair of arms, but I'm not going to remove them because there's no point, and it's just a pain to remove all of them and put it back on. So, yeah, the scroll on his back is actually a cylinder piece. Hang on, let me just grab one. One of these things, and I glued on a stud on this side and the other, so that way it looks like a scroll, and I think it works really well. And I don't know how I came up with the idea. It just came across my mind. I was just doing random stuff, and yeah, so it's glued onto the trench coat. The trench coat is made out of an index card, and yeah, if you want to know how I did it, let me know in the comments. I might do a tutorial, considering a lot of people ask me how I do my trench coats. So yeah, even though I don't recommend using index cards, it's the worst material you could use. Just stick with fabric or whatever works for you. So yeah, the torso is just, his, the rest of the body is just his normal Naruto look. I've already made a video on it. I'll probably find that and leave a link in the description if I remember, but I don't know. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this figure. There's really not much else. And I actually finished this figure back in 2019, so yeah, kind of late showing him. And here is Escanor, the Lion Sin of Pride from Seven Deadly Sins. And yeah, he turned out pretty good for the most part. I'm pretty happy how he turned out. And yeah, so he's, for the most part, it's just sculpting work. I sculpted on all his muscles. I extended his arms and legs because he's a pretty big fella, and putting him next to Meliodas, I think the size, for the most part, it's pretty good. He's supposed to be much larger, but I didn't want to make him a big fig, obviously, so I just kind of extended his arms and legs. I even extended the torso to the point where if I, it's kind of removable, so yeah, his bottom part right there, it's kind of removable. I sculpted all the muscles in that extended part out of Procreate. If you want to know how to extend arm and legs, look it up on Legomatic 9 and the Moose Figs channels. They've done tutorials for extended arms and legs. And yeah, the star on it, or the sun on his belt buckle is sculpted as well. The face is fully painted. I think it turned out pretty good. And the lion lion symbol on the back, it's not the best, but for the most part it works. And yeah, I didn't make his axe because, well, I was going to, but I kind of lost interest because Season 3 kind of sucks. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. So, anyway, that's pretty much it for Escanor, the Lion Sin of Pride. And let's move on to the next figure. Alright, here we have Black Asta from Black Clover, and I never thought I was going to make this figure, to be honest, because, I already made Asta, and if I made his black form, then that would require me to make an entirely new hairpiece, and then figure out how I'm going to do wings, and yeah. But I did it anyway, because after watching the Final Attack episode, spoilers, I just felt like making him, so yeah. Anyway, how did I do the wing? The wing is actually an index card I cut to this shape and then painted it black, and it's inside the robe, and what I mean by inside, it's literally, there's barely an opening in there, so I just kind of shoved it in there. That's tape, by the way, because originally that part ripped off, so I just put tape on there. So yeah. And apparently he has a hood on his robe, which I didn't know and I didn't do on my previous version. So I just sculpted the hood on there, and then there was just a slight opening in there. So I just kind of put this in there, and it kind of worked. Because originally I was just going to glue it and leave it as is. But obviously I didn't want to do that. But yeah, that's kind of what happened. So anyway, the hairpiece is fully sculpted by me. And what I mean fully sculpted, like my other figures, fully sculpted out of Procreate. I sculpted on his horn and painted half black, half gray, and it turned out pretty great. The only downside is the headband. It's supposed to have the Black Bulls logo, and it did not turn out well at all. It looks terrible, but for the most part, you know, I'm pretty satisfied because you're not going to see anyway. Same thing with the robe. The robe logo sucks. So, I also painted an alternate expression where he's like yelling like he does every single episode. So, yeah, that's cool. And his swords, this is the Demon Slayer sword. Same thing as last time. The last video I made of Asta, except I extended the handle thing. And drop that. Where is it? Demon Dweller sword, same thing. That just broke off. Cool. So yeah, Demon Dweller sword, same thing as last time. I just, you know, obviously, except this time it broke literally during the recording. So that's cool. And I also recently made his Demon Destroyer sword, which is a little too big, but for the most part it works. So putting that on his hand looks pretty cool on him. And yeah, pretty happy with how that turned out. And I also gave him a black arm because, you know, half his body's black, turns black when he goes in his black form. And there's supposed to be the black stuff on his, or anti-magic, that's what it's called, on his torso and legs, but I decided not to paint it on because, you know, he looks fine as is, and plus I wanted to reuse it for, you know, if I ever decide to display him with his normal look. So removing him for a second, I'm gonna take off all his stuff so that way I can put on his normal clothes real quick. Let's see if I can do it real fast. There we go. And here he is once again in his normal attire, I guess. You can see he's holding his grimoire, which is the 5-leaf grimoire, just made out of Procreate. And then you can see Nero on his head. I glued it on there because, you know, in his normal form, Nero's usually on his head, so I just kind of left it there. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Pretty happy with how that turned out. And you can see he has custom shortened legs, which did not turn out that great. And it doesn't even make him that much shorter than an average minifigure. So, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Asta and all his stuff. He comes with a lot of... I made a lot of accessories for him. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. All of the accessories laying on my desk. So, anyway, that's pretty much it for Asta, Black Asta. And, yeah, now we can just wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a like. Also give it a like if you liked any of the customs I made in this video. And if you didn't, that's totally fine. I understand, because not a lot of people like anime customs. That's understandable, considering, you know, like, people make fun of weebs for whatever reason. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for that little spiel. How do I usually end my videos? Crap. Maybe I should re-record this. Nah, I'll just go with it. Thank you guys again. Hopefully you'll subscribe to my channel. Is that how I end my videos? Oh my gosh. It's been a while, as you can tell. How do I do this? Anyway, just subscribe if you have not already. I'm always posting more customs eventually. Hopefully it won't take another 3 months, but I can't guarantee that because I'm working on some Demon Slayer customs right now. I've already finished 2 out of the 4 of them that I plan on making. I'm obviously making... Well, I've made Tanjiro. You've seen the video on my channel. If you haven't already, then it's somewhere on my channel. I don't know. I've finished Zenitsu. I'm working on Nezuko right now. Inosuke comes later. I don't know when I'm going to finish him, but I guess I can start it on him anytime. So, yeah. So, yeah. That's my next project-ish thing. In terms of Marvel, Star Wars, DC customs, I just haven't been motivated lately. I still love the franchises. I just haven't felt like making any customs from them. So, anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. And Instagram. Instagram and Flickr are the best social media sites to see my customs on. And yeah, because I post them before I post them on YouTube, because YouTube takes time to record and edit. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for once again for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.